one of pool play of the Easton Cup. This is the 2014 Campbell Division. And we have SDP 2014 Selects playing against the 2015 Blades Maroon. Game one for Pool C. There's 3 pools in our division in this tournament, Pool A, B, and C. Presumably the winner of each of the 3 pools will make the semifinals, along with, I would guess, an at-large team that has the most points. Each of the 3 pools has 4 teams, for a total of 12. Only 4 of the 12 teams will make the semifinals on Sunday. Everyone will play a Sunday game, but the 4 teams that make the semifinals will have an opportunity to compete to play in the championship game on Sunday afternoon. Everybody's ready? 15 minutes on the clock. Let's play hockey. Scribner wins the draw back to Ogborn. Ogborn takes it out of his own end into neutral ice, gains the red line, gains the offensive zone, gets to the circle and shoots, and a save by the goaltender. See 2 goaltenders on this Blades team, both of them wearing number 29. One wearing in net, wearing a white jersey. There's a shot from Snyder and a save by the goaltender. The other one is in a black jersey on the bench, also wearing number 29. I did look at the rosters ahead of time and look for names that I knew. There's a shot from Ogborn, low and wide. He was looking for the stick of Scribner, just missed. The Blades are one of the premier AAA hockey programs in Minnesota. Usually attract some big name players. The one name I recognized was the name Dubnyk, Parker Dubnyk, son of former NHL goaltender for the Wild, Devin Dubnyk. Mertz sends it out of the reach of Haley, who's fresh on the ice, and Maverick Johnson sent it to Haley on the back door, but sent it over the top of his stick. Mertz grabs it at the blue line and fires it back in. That goes out of the reach of Purdue, who's new to the ice as well. Now Schmidt and Price are your defensemen. They both go back down low. One of them down low, Schmidt. Maverick Johnson in his center position gets it to Purdue. Purdue fires right onto the tape of Haley. Haley carrying it in and a shot, and that's saved by the goaltender. And it hops over the stick of Purdue. Maverick Johnson with a shot. That's a blocker save. Purdue to the corner. He sends it up to Price at the point. Price, a low shot. It's deflected off the stick of Haley. It goes up over the net. And then Haley tries to get it up to the point to Price, and it comes out. SDP needs to tag up. Haley needs to get out. And he heads off towards the bench. Purdue tries to drag past the Blades player, but loses it. And now the Blades regroup. They carry into the SDP zone. They carry around and they send it through the crease. Keegan Green, new to the ice, sends it in the direction of Purdue. Purdue sends it up to Johnson. Blades take it away there. Push it back out to neutral ice. Hiscari now on the ice. Falls down and pushes it ahead. Now it goes to Keegan Green. Back and forth through neutral ice. The puck goes. Henry Graff collects it in his own end. Wrapping around behind his goal. Now up the near boards. He pushes it ahead. Hiscari takes it there. Pushes it into the Blade zone where they take it away and go back the other direction. Beeler Tries a backhand chip up the wall. That didn't work. Now it comes out to Luke Jackal and neutral ice. He gains the zone, drops it back for Hiskari. Beeler tries to hold the zone, but it comes back out. Ogborn now on the ice. Sends it up to Jackal. Jackal to Hiskari at the blue line. He sends it in and heads off for a change. Blades take it into the SDP zone, get it over to the far circle. Up to the right point, a low shot goes through. And Mertz takes it away. Takes it up through neutral ice. Blades take it back, now in their own end. Backhand chip up ahead. Ogborn takes it at the red line, heads back into the Blade zone. Driving, sends it to Mertz. Mertz with a one-time attempt that was blocked by the Blades. And now the Blades come back the other way. Scribner takes the skater to the ice, looks towards the ref to see if there's a call. There is not. He knew he was on the line there, but no call. Oh, and the Blades skater loses it in his own end. Mertz is there, but it goes behind the goal. Royson through the circle. Tried to get over to Snyder, who fell down. The Blades are able to get it out. And now a centering attempt by the Blades goes right to Purdue. Purdue up ahead of Scribner. Scribner gains the zone. He has Purdue in front at the circle. Purdue tries to get it back to Scribner. He does. Backhand attempt. Sits loose in front of the net for a moment before being covered and frozen with 9:37 to go in the first. Johnson centering Purdue and Haley. Purdue has a new mask. He's traded in his bubble shield for a traditional cage. It's actually making it more difficult for me to pick him out on the ice. Johnson tried to center it. That went through the crease and out to the circle where the Blades pick it up and get it out to neutral ice. Blades dump it in to the SCP zone. Schmidt goes behind his own goal and sends it up the boards. Johnson up to Haley. Haley sends it into the Blade zone and fell down / tripped, but no call. Blades take it out of their own end. They gain the SCP zone. Raff gives a puck handler a shove as he dumps it in and goes off for a change. That allows SDP to go the other direction. Johnson to Green. Green on the blade of Hiskari, and it goes down behind the goal where the Blades take it and make a quick exit on their skates. Raff now sends it up along the far boards. Trying to make moves, getting tied up, sends it around. Sorry if the camera was not on it. Blades trying to force it up the near wall. They are able to chip it out to neutral ice. Raff back in his own end, D to D, now up ahead to Green. Blades are able to take it away there. Now they fire it right to Jackal. Jackal to the slot, and a shot goes just wide. Looked like there was some room to shoot at the net there. Blades softly dump it in, and they go off for a change. Graff winds up in his own end, gains speed through the neutral zone into the Blades zone, and he collides with the Blades skater in the high slot. He's back on his feet, has the puck again, sends a shot off the goaltender and goes down to the far corner. Back out to neutral ice. Mertz picks it up. He carries it into the near circle, carries it around behind the goal, looking for reinforcements as SDP was changing. He tried to leave it for Ogborn, but Ogborn was already passed. Royston picks it up there, flips it in the direction of Snyder. Snyder goes up off the blade of Scribner. He paws it down, and now a battle along the boards where Royston comes out with it. Now goes over to the far boards. Ogborn gets knocked down. Scribner up and out. Was looking for Royston, who was covering Ogborn's spot at the point. Puck goes back out to neutral ice. Blades regrouping in their own end. Scribner takes it away. Has Mertz. He sends a backhander towards the net that was blocked. Looks like he had Mertz on the back door if he wanted him. Now Royston sends it through the air, through the crease. Scribner tried to knock it out of the air in the goal, but didn't get much, if anything, on it. Now Snyder in his own end finds Scribner, who's through neutral ice. Puck goes over to the far boards off the Shield sign. Haley now towards Purdue. He scores! That's an SDP goal with 5:40 to go in the first. That is Blake Purdue lighting the lamp, courtesy of Haley, 8 from 22. Blades off the draw, go right into the SDP zone. Maverick Johnson takes it away in front of his own net. Gets it to Purdue. Purdue backhanded it toward him, but not able to get it out. Blades back in. They're still in, I should say. Shot! High shot. And Severson, who has not been heavily tested in this first period, makes a nice save there with 5:20 to go. There's a shot saved by Severson. Purdue picks it up, tries to get it to Haley, but taken by the Blades. And now Schmidt up to Purdue. Purdue again looking for Haley, cross ice. Haley dumps it in. And it comes around to the near corner. A couple of SDP skaters go off for a change. Johnson takes it away in the corner and banks it off the boards, where Keegan Green, new to the ice, picks it up and sends it back around to the near corner to Johnson. Johnson looking tired at the end of a long shift. Looks like he needs to get off the ice. And the puck goes in behind the Blades. Goal. Luke Jackal fresh on the ice, in on the chase. Iscari picks it up. Has it knocked over to the near half wall. Green fighting for it there. It comes out to neutral ice to Beeler. Beeler dumps it back in. It hit Green before it went in. Green sends it in. Blades take it from there, make a quick exit. Out through neutral ice into the left circle and off. And they score. That was into the left circle. They sent a low, hang on, the officials are going to discuss this. It was a low shot that went off of the stick. It went up into the air. Severson's making his case that it was hidden by the hand. The officials, I don't know if they know what they saw or if they even saw it. Still haven't seen a signal. Nothing's been put on the board yet. Officials is going to talk to the Blades. And a goal has been placed on the board. So they're going to say that even though SDP was alleging it was sent in by the hand, the officials didn't see it either way and thus can't call off the goal. I personally did not see it hit a hand. It looked like it went off the stick and up in the air and went in to the goal. We have a stoppage as the puck went off the ice. And now Scribner has it in the Blades zone. Blades are able to get it out to neutral. Beeler backhands it to Mertz. Mertz dumps it in. Scribner going in hard on the forecheck. Mertz in the corner. Tried to get it up to the point, but the Blades took it away. He's looking for Graf. Beeler now takes his man to the ice. And now a soft backhand through the slot by the Blades. Lands on the blade of Mertz. Mertz carries it in from the circle, and it hits Graf right in front of the net, but not able to get a shot off. Graf takes it all the way out to the blue line, pivots, and sends it back to Scribner in the corner. Scribner softly plays it over to the near corner where Mertz tries to get up to the point to Beeler, who sends back into Mertz. Mertz now battling for it in the near corner, in the Blade zone. Royson joins him there, comes out with the puck, skates around behind the goal, sends it up to the point to Graf. Graf with a shot, it's deflected and goes through just outside the crease and wide right of the net. Now a pass from Scribner to Graf. Shot, and that is saved by the goaltender. Puck goes all the way back down into the SDP zone where Beeler picks it up there, sends it up ahead to Scribner. Scribner has it taken away by the Blades in neutral ice. They carry it in. They shoot, and a save by Severson with 1:45 to go in the period. By the Blades off of the draw, saved by Severson. Now up to Purdue. Purdue looking for Haley, I believe, but has it stopped by the Blades in neutral ice. Up to Haley again, but the Blades take it away and hold it in the SDP zone. Haley now with it. Looking for Purdue. Oh, and a shot and by Purdue, and another shot by Johnson. Couple of saves by the Blades goaltender. Bringing some cheers from both sides. That was a nice feed by Haley to Purdue at the goal mouth. Shaking his head that he wasn't able to get that one in the back of the net. 1:09 to go in the period. Draw one from Johnson to Purdue to Price and in. Haley in the corner, gets knocked down. Johnson sends it up ahead. Taken by the Blades. Now they go through in the SDP zone, and 3 SDP skaters take out the Blades puck carrier. Now Haley driving into the Blades zone, and he shoots, and it goes off the glove of the goaltender and back to the wall. Now played over to the near corner. The Blades send it out to all the way down. That'll be icing if Severson lets it go, but he plays it. And with 23 seconds to go, Schmidt is pinned in the far corner. Gets it out towards neutral ice. Purdue thought about playing it, but heads off. And now it's in the Blades zone. They exit. Maverick Johnson picks it up, carries it in. 5 seconds to go, he shoots, and it goes over the net. Keegan Green with a shot attempt that he whipped on, and that will do it for period number 1. 1 goal for SDP, courtesy of Blake Purdue, and 1 goal for the Blades on kind of a funny, fluky play that found the back of the net. And we will be right back. underway. 15 minutes on the clock. Jackal centering Green and Hiscari. SDP wins the draw, sends it in from the wrong side of the red line, but it was deflected. And it goes behind the Blades goal. Blades bringing it out to the right wing. And they fire it across ice. Beeler takes it away there. Carries it back into the Blades zone. Blades pivoting behind their goal line. And Hiscari finds Keegan Green in front of the net, but not able to convert there on a shot attempt. Blades come out the other way. They go through neutral ice, and they send it into the SDP zone. There's a shot. Severson thought he had it, but it was actually sitting loose in front of him for a moment there, so fortunate that we were able to clear it. There's a shot, and it was deflected, redirected through traffic. That's a dangerous play, but puck ends up down in the near corner. Jackal takes it away from the Blades players, skates it up ahead, sends it out to neutral ice, was looking for Hiscari, was a little behind him, and the Blades dump it back in. Severson plays it to Graff, takes it behind the goal, sends it up ahead towards Keegan Green, who wasn't able to get a handle on it. It goes all the way down to the Blades goaltender. Beeler backhands it into the Blades zone, and Micah Roysum heads in on the forecheck. He's battling for it with Mertz up against the wall behind the Blades goal. Now Mertz gets it up the point to Ogborn. Ogborn skating into the slot, backhand to Mertz, who got a shot off, but it went wide. SDP takes the puck back in neutral ice. Ogborn skates it in. Mertz gets a hold of it in the left circle, goes down to the left corner. And Mertz to Scribner does. Ogborn is shot, it went off the goalie's stick. Now it's loose in front. Oh, and we're not able to get it to go. That was a nice passing play from Mertz to Scribner to Ogborn right in the slot, and he got a lot on a shot that looked like it went off the handle of the goalie's stick. Fortunate break for the Blades. 12:31 to go in period number 2. Snyder with a low shot, and that was redirected. It went wide, and then Scribner tried to shoot it off of the goaltender from behind the net. That did bank off the goaltender, but also went wide. Now Ogborn through neutral ice back into the Blades zone, into left circle, down to the left corner. He centers it, and the Blades take it away in the slot and head back in the other direction, all the way into the SDP zone. Snyder trying to tie up his man in the corner. Puck now goes around to the near corner. Shot by the Blades from the right point, deflected by Severson. Back down to the near corner. Snyder behind his own goal, sends it up ahead, trying to get it to Mertz. Wasn't able to handle it out of the zone. Blades hold it in, and they had a skater loose in the slot, but the pass was wide of him, and Scribner goes the other way, driving through the left circle. Nearly hit Roysum in the scoring area. Wasn't able to connect, and the Blades go back the other way into the SDP zone. Purdue tries to chip it up the boards, but the Blades hold and send it in behind the SDP goal, where they fan on a pass and get pinned to the near boards. I believe that's Schmidt in the corner, along with Scribner. Scribner being called to the bench as Haley drives into the Blade zone. He has Purdue headed towards the net, and he shoots. And that gets deflected high into the corner. Purdue get tied up in the corner with the puck. Gets sent back around behind the Blades goal. Comes up to the point. Schmidt carries it down. Johnson replaces him at the left point. Schmidt behind the goal. Now Johnson holds it in. It floats over the top of Purdue's stick. And goes ultimately down into the corner behind the Blades goal. And they skate it around to get it out. Now the Blades into the SDP zone, get to the high slot. Price is able to take it away. And Haley applying pressure at the red line. Nearly had a breakaway opportunity, but the Blades are able to get it back into the SDP zone. Looked like they carried it out and back in there. No call for offsides. Purdue carries it ahead. Gets tied up at the red line. Johnson nearly carried it in with Haley offsides. He was in early, but now it goes back the other way. Blades gain the SDP zone with numbers. Forwards are on the wrong side of the puck. They get back, and the puck goes just outside of the crease, through over to the corner. Johnson has it tied up over along the boards with Price. Price tries to send it through. Now it comes out. Purdue trying to get the red line and send it in so he can get a change. Haley behind the Blades goal. They take it up, send it upward. Beeler is not able to hold it in. Blades get it up ahead. They had a chance with numbers, but a good physical play by Graff knocks his man down, and the SDP goes the other way. Back into the Blades zone. Green. Iscari can't get anything on a shot. Sticks tied up. And the puck comes back out to neutral ice. Beeler sends it in. SDP tags up and goes back in on the forecheck. Johnson trips his man, and he's going to the box. That will be the first penalty of the game. Halfway into the game. We're 7:58 remaining in the 15-minute second period. And SDP will have 2 minutes shorthanded with Iscari, Green, Ogborn, and Snyder on the ice to begin. And a shot by the Blades that is handled by Severson. Blades win the draw, get it over to the left circle, makes a move and a shot, and it's saved by Severson. Sits loose for a moment, now back up to the point. A shot from the point, saved by Severson again. Ogborn moves it out towards Iscari, who successfully clears the puck all the way down. Blades regrouping, SDP change, bringing out Royston and Jackal. Royston ties up the puck in neutral ice. Jackal actually carries it into the Blades zone and shoots, and it deflects. The rebound was sitting loose. Now Jackal takes it again. Still in the Blades zone, flips it up ahead and goes past the goal on the right side. Royston was playing it there. More Blades players than SDP. But Jackal is able to interrupt the exit again, hold it in again, a low shot that gets deflected just wide right. And Royston playing the puck here back into the boards behind the net. Jackal almost got his stick on the puck again and interrupted the exit. He is able to get it back into the Blades zone. What a kill by Jackal. Makes a move, and he scores! Well-earned goal by Luke Jackal. He got a shorty 90 seconds into the power play for the Blades. That was a phenomenal penalty kill. I mean, we didn't kill it yet, but what a shift by Luke Jackal. He would not let the Blades out of their zone. And what a move on the backhand goal. Seconds remaining to kill. Schmidt takes the puck and sends it in. Mertz now going in on the forecheck, shorthanded. Tried to find Schmidt in front of the goal. Blades had a host of bodies there in front, taking it away. Mertz picks it up. Scribner carries it in. Penalty's been killed. Scribner with a shot, and that goes off the side of the net. He tries to center it again. That went off of the stick of Mertz right in front of the crease, and it goes back out to neutral ice for the Blades. Back to even strength. They carry it in and shoot in a pad save by Severson. Goes over to the far wall. Scribner to Mertz, and it goes out. Back in. Offsides whistle with 5:27 to go in the second. SDP will change, bringing out Johnson centering Haley and Purdue. Graff and Beeler at the points. Off the draw, the Blades had it briefly. It's still going around through the neutral zone. Haley controls for SDP. He gains the Blades zone, but they poke check it away. Purdue takes it. But he was up too close to the blue line. The Blades were able to take it away there and get it out. Now the Blades take it into the SDP zone, pivoting down low behind the goal. Graff with a big hit on the puck carrier, and the hand goes in the air. Roughing is the call. Those are tough because we've seen so many physical plays that are let go. It's hard to know which ones they choose to call, other than that one happened right in front of the official, and Graff hit his man pretty hard, even though he had the puck. They decided that that crossed the line, and he will spend 2 minutes in the sin bin. Now Ogborn from below his goal line sends it up and out to neutral ice. Blades bring it back in, but Maverick Johnson takes it away quickly, pivots, and clears it back out to neutral ice. The Blades are able to knock it down before it went too far and carry it back into the SDP zone. Johnson pins his man to the boards, and a nice clear for SDP. Snyder sending it the length of the ice down to the goaltender. Now it comes out to Ogborn right back into the Blade zone. He's making moves again. He shoots it right into the belly of the goalie. .113 remaining shorthanded, 4 minutes remaining in the second. Purdue taking the draw for SDP. Then Blades won it initially, but Purdue takes it away. Knocks the Blades player to the ice, takes the puck away, sends it up to Ogborn. Ogborn skates down, skates around, making moves, he shoots! And he retrieves the puck himself. What a shift for Drake Ogborn. He's having a good one. Now he gets it to Purdue. Purdue gets a shot off, and that's a pad save. Blades go back the other way. They carry it in 2-on-3. Shot. Severson saves it but couldn't control the rebound. Keegan Green was able to send it behind the goal. That's where the Blades skater is. Coming out around. Now it comes up to the left point. Shot, and that's deflected dangerously. And we have another whistle. There was a Blades skater down. Not sure. Looking at something on the ice. I think a skate blade got stuck. Yep, that's what a skater looks like when they don't have a blade in their skate. The one-bladed blade is helped to the bench by the official and a teammate. .23 seconds to go in the kill. Purdue taking the draw. Schmidt takes the puck off of the draw. Takes it all the way around to Keegan Green. He sends it up ahead. It does come out. Blades bring it in offside. That should be a whistle. Purdue frustrated by the whistle for the Blades being offsides because he thought he was going to be off to the races. He was about to take that puck away. Green taking the draw. He wins it back to Schmidt. Schmidt sends it over out of the reach of Price. Now Price gets it up ahead. Gets it to Purdue. And the Blades take it away at neutral ice. Penalty has been killed. SDP is back to full strength with 2:43 to go in the second. And the puck is... looked like it went off of the side of the goal. Now went behind the goal. Players that are slightly out of position. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Keegan Green gets taken down, almost in slow motion. Iskari comes on for Purdue, completes the change, and gets the lines back to what they should be. And the Blades get it up to the right point. Hold the SDP zone. They dump it in, but SDP takes it away. Jackal plays it out. Green put in a fair amount of time on that penalty kill, so he goes off, replaced by Roysum. And an icing call will bring us down into the Blade zone for an offensive zone draw for SDP. Scribner taking the draw. Roysum looked like he had a free run at the puck, but looked like he fell down to me, but the Blades are called for a trip. I didn't see... it was below the wall, so perhaps the Blades skater did get his stick blade under Micah, and that's what caused him to tumble. We will take it. That is an SDP power play. Beeler, left point, sends it down to Roysum. Roysum with a sharp angle shot. That goes around behind and up to the right point. Graff skates it in and sends a shot wide left. Roysum fighting for it on the near wall. Now it comes up to Beeler. Beeler has the opportunity to skate it down to the circle. Gets it to Graff. Graff with a hard shot. Rebound picked up by Mertz. Sent back up ahead to Graff. Graff pivots. Skates it down into the circle. He shoots off of the goaltender behind the goal. Now up to Beeler. Beeler down off of the stick of Mertz. That goes down lower. Scribner picks it up. Scribner over to Roysum. Roysum back to Scribner. Looking for Mertz. It comes up to Beeler. Beeler with a shot that goes off of a stick and goes up high. Scribner picks it up on the far wall. 45 seconds to go in the second period. There's a shot. Good pressure by SDP on the power play. Let's convert, boys. Roysum, backhand sauce towards the crease, gets sent back. And Scribner dumps it back down below the goal line where Mertz picks it up, sends it over, past Roysum, over to Scribner. Scribner plays it past, tries to get it to Roysum. He's trying to jam it in. 14 seconds to go in the second period. Scribner makes a move. Backhand, rebounds loose. Oh, and they're not able to convert on the rebound. And the Blades carry it out to neutral ice as time expires in the second. They have to feel like they dodged a bullet there. That was a good minute and 40 seconds of relentless SDP pressure on the power play without being able to convert and get one in the back of the net. One goal for SDP in the second period, courtesy of Luke Jackal. That is the difference in the game as we head towards the third. To the third with 18 seconds remaining on the SDP power play. Johnson centering Purdue and Haley. Osborne and Snyder manning the points. Blades take the puck off of the draw, carried into the SDP zone. Holding it over on the far circle, sending it down deep. Osborne picks it up there, sends it to Haley. Haley not able to handle it, and the Blades take it back. Now Haley's battling for it. And the Blades send it back in. Snyder for Purdue, who tried to one-touch it to Johnson, but the Blades took it away. Now there's a shot. It's deflected off of the stick of Snyder, and it flutters up into the glove of Severson. Action is back to even strength. 41 seconds into the third. Jackal now centering Green and Hiscari along with Price and Schmidt. Blades with a shot and saved by Severson. Off the draw, Schmidt behind his own goal, trying to get it up to Hiscari. Hiscari turns, sees three Blades players, nowhere to play the puck, goes back into the corner. Hiscari trying to push it up ahead. Now Jackal trying to push it up, but he was knocked down over the top of a Blades skater. Schmidt pushing his man to the corner. Nice defensive play. He knocks him down. Jackal pushes it around backhand to Green. Green is able to relieve the pressure and get it out to neutral ice. Oh, and Hiscari almost had a breakaway option. Now Jackal making moves again. He shoots and hits the side of the net. It's still loose. Puck is not frozen. Hiscari taking it over to the corner. Looked like that move to the backhand was available to Jackal again that he scored on if he wanted it. He opted to go forehand this time. That's where the goaltender was. Schmidt now into his own end, turns and sends it up to the point where the Blades take it. They try to get a shot off, but too many SDP sticks in the way. Now around left circle, and Keegan Green's stick erases that shot attempt. Hiscari sends it right to a Blades player who gets it back down for another shot attempt. That was a backhander with some juice on it, and that went wide. And there's a fluttering one that Severson could not handle the rebound. And the Blades are able to score. That was a soft fluttering shot from the left point. I'd like to swallow those up. But looked like Finn got a little off balance there, wasn't able to contain the rebound, and the Blades are able to put it away to even up the game. 12:29 to go in period number 3. That was a tough shift with our boys pinned in their own zone for most of it. Now the Blades play it in. Off the stick of Severson. Graff sends it up ahead to Roysam. Roysam had his exit pass blocked by the Blades. Graff right into the skate of Beeler right in front of our own goal. That was dangerous. Now Graff skates it out, sends a shoulder into a Blades player as he was carrying the puck. Beeler carries it in to the offensive zone. And now it goes around behind the goal. Backhander! Oh my gosh, that was still loose. Come on, boys. That was a beautiful backhand feed by Beeler to Scribner. Went up in the air. He tried to knock it in from the air. Oh my gosh. And then Henry's going to the box again. The bench telling Henry he extended his arms at the player, who also didn't fully have the puck at that moment. So Coach Roysam goes into the box to coach up Henry. Short-handed, SDP carries it into the Blade zone. Mertz down low, fighting for it. Ogborn holds it in, tries the stick handle, but loses it. The Blades send it right to Ogborn, and he turns around, making moves, going behind his own goal. Sends it up to Scribner. Scribner bounces it off the wall. Got it out momentarily, and it goes back in. Ogborn sends it out. They're offsides. Yep. One of the officials got it. .30 remaining in period number 3. 45 seconds into the 2-minute penalty kill for SDP. Haley comes out along with Roysam, and Snyder sends it the length of the ice down into the Blade zone. Roysam goes in, takes a mishandled puck from the Blades down into the corner, turns. He's going to try to get it up to the point, but the Blades took it away. And now they go the other way with numbers. 3-on-2 for the Blades. They drive wide, send it towards center, and they allowed time for SDP to catch up. There's a block shot by Roysam. He felt every bit of that one. And the bench makes all kinds of noise to show their appreciation. He goes off. And the Blades send a shot high and wide of the net. Purdue, he races a Blades skater and looks at the official, hoping that we're not going to create a 3-on-5. And then Purdue runs into Snyder. Osborne takes the puck away. He skates it out through neutral ice, making moves into the Blade zone, taking it down and around the goal. Backhander, and that deflected. Penalty has expired. SDP's back to full strength. Puck comes out to neutral ice where Maverick Johnson picks it up. Carries it in. Takes a shot that goes high and over the goal. Schmidt carrying it down low. He has Johnson. He shoots. Oh my gosh, how did that not go in? The net was off. Oh my gosh. So Hacker Schmidt carried it around, found Purdue on the back door, missed on the one-timer opportunity, and then he was able to put it into a net that had moved off of the posts. .840 to go in period number 3. Johnson being summoned to the bench as we move to Jackal, Green, and Hiscari along with Schmidt and Price. Hiscari hits an ice monster and falls on his tuchus as the puck whistles by him into the corner. Now it comes up to Schmidt at the point. He backhands it towards Hiscari, who gets it back into the blade zone. Comes back out. Schmidt looked like he was trying to carry it in offsides, but he wasn't able to because the Blades kept it in neutral ice. Now SDP, the bench was calling to them like they were offsides, but the officials say we're good. Blades escape the SDP zone, go through neutral ice. Poke check by SDP stops them from getting any closer. They carry it into the far corner. Schmidt putting a body on his man and walling him off the puck. Jackal takes it from there. Sends it to Hiscari, who gets it to Royston. Glad to see he's back out and feeling better after that block shot. And Price dumps it in and heads off for a change. Mertz to Beeler to Graf. Graf makes a move, gets it up ahead to Royston. Royston carries in, was looking for Scribner. A little too much lead on the pass. Now the puck chips up off of the far glass. And the Blades are able to escape and go the other way. Graf knocks his man over to the boards. Harassing him still. Allows Royston to take the puck and get it to Scribner. Scribner makes a move. Creates a 2-on-1. He's got Mertz with him. Backhander. Goes off the goaltender and over. Maybe he had Mertz there on the back door for an easy tap in. Opted to take the backhand shot himself. Now Mertz creates a loose puck in neutral ice. Scribner carries it in. He dumps it ahead towards Mertz. Mertz back up to Beeler, who wasn't able to hold at the point, and the puck goes back into the SDP zone where Ogborn picks it up. Ogborn skates it out of his own end all the way through neutral ice, all the way into the slot, and he shoots a low shot that's saved by the goaltender. Battle now on the boards. Scribner carrying it in. He hits Ogborn. Ogborn with a shot. Ogborn follows his own shot and he scores! Drake Ogborn gives SDP the lead with 5:30 to go, period number 3. Oh, 76 from 91 and 76. Let's go, boys. There's a shot in on Severson. He holds that just fine. And something fell. It's being returned to the bench. Not sure what that was that fell on the ice, but it looked like it came from Finn, and it's being returned to his father, Luke, on the bench. Johnson wins the draw to Purdue, gets out to Haley at neutral ice. Haley runs right into the official and falls down. Purdue creates a loose puck in the blade zone, but they're able to get it back and get it out. Now a shot and a save by Severson. 4:55 to go. SDP changes. Bring out Jackal, Hiscari, and Green along with Schmidt and Price. Green able to get it out over the stick of the Blades. Hiscari picks it up, carries it in. Gets it to Price. Price sends it in off of Jackal over to the corner. He gets it to Hiscari, and he sends it into center where the Blades are waiting for it. And they're able to quickly exit. Jackal battling for it along the boards. He's able to win that battle and send it in towards center, but Hiscari and Green weren't quite in position yet. Comes up to Schmidt at the point. Schmidt carries it down low. Green needs to come up and take his spot. He did not. Price sends it back into Green. And he was looking for Hiscari over on the far side. Scribner carries it out. Sends a backhand over to Green. Green being called for by the bench to send it in deep so we can get a change. Green is able to make his way to the bench. Scribner sent it to Hiscari, who sends it right to the Blades. And that puck came out and back in. Offsides. 3:22 to go. And we have a stoppage. That will allow SDP to complete the change, getting Mertz out there and Royson, along with Beeler and Graff. Puck goes into the SDP zone. Graff, good body position to get himself to where he could get the puck over to the wall, but the Blades hold there and they shoot off of the blocker of Severson down to the near corner. Beeler pins his man to the boards there. Blades send help and get it out and up to the point. Oh, Beeler was looking for Royson, who was out ahead. Blades were able to thwart the potential breakaway. Now Scribner in his own end, trying to force it out up along the boards. Goes to Graff. Graff banks it. Not able to get it out. There we go. Scribner gets it out. Finally able to relieve the pressure as the Blades were hitting us in our zone. And he sends it off of the stick of Mertz. Haley not able to get much on that one. Now he turns, backhands it to the crease, but nobody there but Blades, who move it up ahead. Maverick Johnson, fresh to the ice, sends it up ahead. SDP working on completing a change. Blades changing as well. Both sides complete with fresh skaters. Blades get it into the SDP zone with 1:43 to go in the third. Good stick by Snyder there. Now Ogborn takes it away. Good exit pass, gets it to Haley. Haley dumps it in to the empty net. The Blades have opted for the extra attacker. They pulled the goaltender. The cage is empty. Blades are able to get it out and get it into the SDP zone. Ogborn pivots there below his own goal line. Tried to take a shot. Haley tries to take a shot. Johnson gets it to Purdue. Snyder sends it in. 58 seconds to go. Johnson gets it in. Scores! That's an empty netter for Maverick Johnson with 50 seconds to go. And the Blades goaltender returns to the net. As SDP sends out the Jackal, Hiscari, and Green line along with Price and Schmidt. 30 seconds to go. Looks like they're not going to pull the goalie again. Blades with a shot, and it's gloved by Severson with 20.9 to go. SDP changes again. These changes the forwards, bringing out Scribner, Mertz, and Royson. Puck goes back to Price. Price up to Royson. Not quite able to get it out, but he's just going to pin it to the, or try to pin it to the boards. Now Schmidt gets it to Mertz. 4 seconds to go. Mertz sends it the length of the ice, and that will do it. Severson with the Wallstead bow and arrow celly over to the glass, is mobbed by his teammates. Nice win for SDP to open up the Easton Cup. Two more pool play games on deck for tomorrow. The first one will be at 1:45 p.m. I believe that is the Capital City Kraken. I assume that's a St. Paul-based team. That will be right back here at the Eden Prairie Community Center. And then there will be a 7:45 p.m. game against the Lab Rats of Blaine, also here at Eden Prairie. I will not be here for the 1:45 game. My wife Becca will be streaming in my place. So I will be back at 7:45 tomorrow, and see you then.